No one expected this from Cristiano Ronaldo. Fans were shocked. Social media exploded. And Messi fans definitely didn't see it coming, because when Ronaldo finally spoke about Messi, his words changed absolutely everything. For years, the world has been locked in a fierce debate over one simple question: Messi or Ronaldo? It's a question that has divided families, sparked endless arguments online, and defined an entire era of football. We've seen them go head-to-head on the pitch, shatter records, and lift trophy after trophy. This isn't just a rivalry. It's the greatest rivalry in the history of the sport. We've analyzed their goals, their dribbles, their free kicks, their stats, everything. But behind all the noise, behind the Ballon d'Or ceremonies, and the El Clasico show, there's a side to this story that fans rarely get to see. What does Cristiano Ronaldo, the man himself, truly think about his greatest rival, Lionel Messi? For a long time, we could only guess. But when he finally broke his silence and revealed his honest thoughts, the entire football world was left speechless. Imagine this. Ronaldo is in yet another high-profile interview. The journalist, like hundreds before him, brings up the inevitable topic: Lionel Messi, and it's a question. As heard a million times, we all brace ourselves for the usual response. Maybe a bit of competitive banter, a confident statement about being the best, or perhaps just a polite, diplomatic answer to move on. Most people expected the typical rivalry talk. Some predicted he'd just stay silent to avoid controversy. Others, his critics especially, were waiting for a display of ego, a subtle jab to assert his dominance. But what happened next was something nobody was prepared for. Instead of fueling the fire, Ronaldo did the complete opposite. He looked at the interviewer and, with a sincerity that caught everyone off guard, he began to speak about Messi not as a rival, but as a player he deeply, genuinely respected. He didn't just say it, you could feel he meant it. He acknowledged that the constant competition with Messi, season after season, pushed him to his absolute limits. It was the driving force that made him train harder, that kept him hungry, that prevented him from ever becoming complacent. He even smiled as he reminisced about the years they shared the stage, constantly pushing each other to break records, making football history side by side. He said they were two forces in the same era, dominating the football world together. He essentially admitted that his own legacy was intertwined with Messi's. This wasn't just a professional courtesy. It was a profound acknowledgement of greatness from one legend to another. The moment those words hit the airwaves, the internet went into a complete meltdown. Within minutes, social media platforms were on fire. The clips from the interview went viral, spreading like wildfire across Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Messi fans, who had spent years seeing Ronaldo as the ultimate adversary, were absolutely stunned. They couldn't believe what they were hearing. Ronaldo fans were bursting with pride, pointing to this as definitive proof of their hero's character and class. And for the vast majority of football lovers, those who simply appreciate the beautiful game, it was a moment of pure magic. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. The comment sections were flooded with messages of respect. People started saying things like, "This is what separates Ronaldo from the rest. Legends recognize legends." And the most common sentiment was a bittersweet one. Football will never, ever see a rivalry like this again. The animosity that had defined the debate for so long seemed to evaporate, replaced by a collective sense of awe and appreciation. But Ronaldo didn't stop there. He went deeper, revealing a more human side to their legendary rivalry. He explained that while the competition on the pitch was always intense, it was never personal. It was never about hate or animosity. It was about two elite athletes at the absolute peak of their powers, driving each other to achieve the impossible. He even confessed something incredibly powerful, that without Messi, his own incredible journey wouldn't have felt as meaningful or complete. He needed Messi just as much as Messi needed him. Think about that for a second. Two titans of the sport, locked in a battle for supremacy for over a decade, and one admits that the other was essential to his own greatness. In that moment, the endless arguments about who was better seemed so small, so insignificant. Fans stopped arguing and started appreciating. They realized they weren't just watching two players. They were witnessing a shared era of unparalleled genius. It was a beautiful, goosebumps-inducing moment that reminded everyone what sport is all about. Ultimately, Ronaldo's words proved one thing beyond any doubt. True greatness doesn't breed hate, it commands respect. It's easy to be a rival, but it takes a true champion to honor your biggest competitor. Love him or hate him, you simply cannot deny the class and character Cristiano Ronaldo showed in that moment. He didn't just answer a question, he elevated the entire sport. And now, I have to ask you, were you surprised to hear Ronaldo say this about Messi? Did it change your perspective on their rivalry? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. If you respect both of these incredible legends, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more shocking and unforgettable football moments. Because it's moments like this that remind us why football is, and always will be, more than just a game. Thanks for watching.